Hey guys, it's me Wonder. Today I want to talk about something that's been on my mind recently, and it's really three things I want to talk about because they they're kind of like the main parts of my channel, like the content I do, and these three things are making it extremely hard for me to make content. And it's not like a life thing because like I can make content, but it's the stuff I make content on. And you know my main the main channel I make content on is Roblox. We all know this y'all should know this by now. I do stuff on other games too, but my main source of content is usually Roblox. I haven't been doing it the past few videos because of these reasons here. One, no creativity or uniqueness on the platform. There's only two reasons. One, a lack of creativity and uniqueness on the platform, and two, so many freaks and weirdos on that platform that it just feels like, why even support it? So, let's get into it. I've been meaning to make this video for a while, and after that, my birthday's coming up. I'm getting action figures and stuff, so I think I'm gonna start.
Diddy Bloods.
Yeah, my birthday's coming up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So, what we need to do. What am I talking about? My birthday's coming up tomorrow. I'm probably gonna get some action figures. I am getting at least two. I'm getting not Beast Gohan. I'm getting Teen Gohan and this bootleg Amazing Yamaguchi Spider-Man figure. So it looks good too. I could put a picture of it right there. So, and it's only $20. So I will be copying those. And we're gonna see next step. We're gonna think of next steps for the channel. Maybe I'll start live streaming too. You never know. But we'll see. We'll see where it goes. But I'm gonna try to get 100 subscribers by the end of the year. And yeah. That's kind of the goal for the channel right now, but it's just the content I just gotta figure out. Enough stalling, enough yapping, let's get into the video. Alright, the first thing I want to talk about, the absolute lack of creativity and just uniqueness on the platform. I'm pretty sure we're all suffering with this problem, like in general. There are no new or unique games on the platform. Every day, it's either a battlegrounds game, a tower defense game, or grow a garden type game like Steel Brain Rot. And it makes me so mad because I like some of those games. I don't like Steel Brain Rot or grow a garden, but I play battlegrounds games every once in a while. I play different stuff, but they just don't. There's no it doesn't feel like they're good enough to make content on because. It doesn't feel worthy of making content of, because why? There's no substance in those games. They're kind of soulless. They're like battlegrounds games. We all know what battlegrounds. We all know what battlegrounds games are. There's no reason to make content on it, especially when the whole point of my channel, I don't want to do that type of stuff because battlegrounds games are fine, but there's nothing to do in them. It's just fight and hang out. I don't know how people make content on those games 24/7. How people make meaningful content on that game when it's just watching people fight. You know what I'm saying? So I like fighting games too. I posted a Dragon Ball FighterZ video, but there's a difference between that and a battlegrounds game because there's actually thought and care that goes into that game. A battlegrounds game is just a battlegrounds game. You know what I'm saying? You actually gotta think about team comps, especially Dragon Ball FighterZ, team comps. Tag switching, all that crazy stuff. So you could actually make some pretty good content on it, especially since the combos aren't just lag switch text. They're actually combos that you gotta think about and take time and practice to commit to. So that's why I would rather make content on something like that than a battlegrounds game because all it is just text and just 1, 2, 3, 4. There's not really any real skill involved when it's just press M1 and press 1, 2, 3, or 4. At least in my opinion. And it's just there's no meaning or no anything you get, no substance out of Roblox games, and at least for now. I want to make content on Rel C's and Holy War X, and I know a lot of Roblox anime YouTubers want to, but those aren't coming out for God knows how long. Those aren't coming out for probably another year or two at this rate. So especially since they keep improving every time, they keep delaying the game to make sure the best it is. So we're probably not getting those games. We're probably not getting them for another year or two at most. So it's it's why even make content on Roblox when this is the state of the platform right now. It's just brain rot, shut your brain off, slop games pretty much throughout the entire platform. Second thing I want to talk about is, and I think this is gonna be most of the video, it's just the amount of weirdos and freaks of nature on this platform. And you know, I'm a kid. I'm 14, about to be 15 tomorrow. This really means a lot to me because like, at least in my opinion, my generation, next generation, all that, we're the future, right? And adults, it's their responsibility to make sure that kids are safe. We have the Roblox CEO, the creator of Roblox, saying that he wants online dating to be on Roblox. I don't think I need to explain to you why that's insane for him to say, especially since the whole platform is basically little kids. The age metrics, they're not accurate. I promise you, they're not accurate. And people will say, why would kids fake their age? No reason to. There absolutely is a reason for a kid to fake their age on that platform, because you can get access to all the features, voice chat, 17 plus games, all that stuff. Nobody should be endorsing online dating on a game that the majority player base is kids. Nobody should be endorsing that. And it's not just the CEO. I want to talk about free draw. As you guys know, I'm an artist. I like drawing stuff. I gotta get back into drawing stuff because I haven't been drawing as much as I should. But I'm an artist. All right. Free draw is a game that you can just go around. It's like a big canvas on the floor. You just draw stuff with your friends and stuff. A lot of people on that platform, on that game, are really, really, really weird. Because the thing is, Roblox can't just moderate images, especially on a game like that. So it's up to the mods it's up to the people that play the game and the mods to work together and make sure they get weirdos banned. People are drawing straight up CP on that game. Now, this will come back later, right? Just remember, people are drawing straight up CP on that game. The main devs, Nicole and Jazzpup, they are just endorsing this pretty much. They're just letting it happen because there has been documented evidence someone drawing straight up CP of a toddler getting touched, and they only got banned for 2 years. I don't need to explain why that's extremely wrong. If someone's drawing a child getting violated and only gets banned for 2 years, that's a felony. You should report that to the authorities immediately and try to get them arrested. If you could get their information, or if it's in the car to get their information, get them arrested and send that to the police, because they could get jail time or a fine or whatever that is. They're just letting it happen. In fact, Jazzpup just let one off the hook. I don't think I need to explain why this is insane. Alright? This is a game that has majority kids. Majority kids play this game. Majority kids play free draw, and the people that are drawing this know for a fact that kids are playing that there are kids watching them draw this stuff and can see it. So what I'm trying to understand is why Jazzpup and Nicole think it's okay to just let them off the hook. And I think this also stems from the fact that Jazzpup is in furry toddler communities. Let's just put it that way. Furry toddler communities. I think you can you can catch my drift here. You can see where I'm going with this. And also the fact that she was 30, or I think 27, dating Nicole, who was 17, which means that Nicole was likely groomed too into letting it. So that's why she probably sympathizes with all these pedophiles, because she is technically dating one and is with one and was with one when she was a minor, and that person was 27. So I think I think the reason why I think I've been drifting away from Roblox so much lately, because every other day we get reports of another big game being ran by absolute weirdos. Like, I think one of the Forsaken devs, like one of the old devs, he was a straight terrible person and was a weirdo. And you know, the whole Forsaken community in general, they're just freaks of nature. Like spawnism, for example. I'm not even gonna get into that. That's a whole another topic for another day. But I feel like we as Roblox players, as Roblox content creators, need to speak with our content and speak with our voices and speak with our wallets too, or speak with just our computers, I guess, because we don't have to play into this. We can leave the game. Like, we don't have to support this. We could still probably play Roblox, but show Roblox and show these people that we don't support them hurting the youth, because if we're traumatizing the future, then what future do we have? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're violating kids and we're just letting it happen, we're just letting these people, these criminals, these felons run rampant, what's even the point? Right? So I feel like Roblox is just like, it's not a good platform. It's really went downhill since I started doing YouTube content, because back when I started on my old channel, you know what I'm saying, it was like, Roblox was fine, but that's also because it was the pandemic too, so we really ain't had nothing else to do, and I feel like other people ain't had nothing else to do, so that's where the creativity stemmed from. Now, outside the pandemic, everything's basically back to normal. It's just been so much slop and trash over and over and over again, and it makes me so upset to see that a game that I really loved making content on is just infested with weirdos and slop. Because I know people can do better. I know people can be more creative, and people can make the content they want to do. That's what I did. It's a big step, but it's a step that needs to be taken, because if all people are going to do is just follow the trend, like Steal a Brain Rot, for example, there's so many copies of that game. It's like, somehow that game is #1 on Roblox. I don't even know how that's possible. That game is straight garbage. It's straight slop. I don't even know how in the world it is #1 on Roblox right now. But I think what I'm saying needs to be said, and I think other people need to hear this, because if we don't do something, if we don't like try to do something about Roblox, I think this isn't just a Roblox thing. I think this is just like a creativity thing, like in general, like creativity. Don't dim out your creativity for someone, or for money, for fame, for clout, for any of that. Don't dim your light just because you want to get noticed, because if people just know you for one thing, for one popular thing you did, it's eventually going to die off. You're not going to have anything to be remembered by. You're not going to have anything unique about you. If you build your image of who you are and stick with it, you'll have a lot more loyal and trusting people in your circle and that support you, because they know you for who you are and support you for who you are, not just one thing, popular little thing you did for clout. And I think that's what people are doing. I think that's what Roblox does. They're squandering their creativity trying to get bread. And I think a person that is really like, I think someone that's really like someone that embodies this a lot is Nate. Nate, you know, he made Fish, he made Dig. As you know, Fish got absolutely ran through by Do Big. It's not even funny. The game fell off. It's at barely averaging 10K, barely getting past 10K players on summer break, which is amazing. I'm so glad the game is gone, because it's trash. All right. After Nate sold it for a bag, you know, it's awful. It's a terrible game. Nate cannot make a good game for his life. I genuinely believe Nate does not know how to make good games. All he does is make games with one mechanic, which is It's basically the same mechanic as fish, but it's just digging. There's nothing else to do in the game. It's basically fish. And I know it's going down that route because one thing he did, I was playing it for a little bit with my brother. Before the Blood Moon update. Boss farming was the strat. For endgame, boss farming was the best way to get all your money, all your drops, all that stuff. They nerfed it to heck. They nerfed it to crap. Next update. Immediately drop a boss shovel. Immediately drop a boss shovel. And yeah, they nerfed the times because they said they don't want boss farming to be the only part of the game. But, like, that's the only fun part of the game. Why not build off that instead of just forcing people to just dig anywhere? Because you actually had to play the game to do the bosses. Because you just couldn't get hit. It gave you an incentive to play the game and actually stay on with your friends and stuff and farm bosses. Because, like, it works too. Because, you know, that's what we did in Shindo Life. Back in the pandemic. That's what people would do. They would stay on and farm bosses. And yeah, they're two fundamentally different games, but the point still stands. People will stay and play your game to farm bosses. It may get annoying at times, but at least if you can build off the bosses and give an incentive to farm them, then I think that's pretty good in my opinion. I think that's a pretty good way to build your game and build off of it. The fact that Nate would just nerf boss farming altogether and then make a boss shovel that's mad expensive, and that money is only really attainable by farming bosses, that just makes no sense. Like, why? Especially since the rest of the game is just straight trash. Like, the rest of Dig is just digging anywhere for anything. It's just an RNG game with extra steps. That's what Fish was too. But at least Fish, I feel like there was a bit more stuff to do in Fish. I feel like it had a lot more soul than Dig. I feel like Nate is gonna eventually, I don't think he'll sell out to do big, but I think he's just following their example. I think he's just like following their example because he sees how much money he can make from Do Big's formula. I feel like he's just gonna fall right back into it, not from Do Big's accord, but from his own accord. And I feel like that's scary because one dev seen a glimpse of the money and now he's just gonna follow it all the way through and just make bad games and people will fall for it every time. Like, he's immune to making a good game, bro. Let's just be real. I feel like I don't know. Like, it's just I feel like as a community we just need to do better, and I feel like we need to do better as gamers as a whole, because there's a lot of like shit going on in gaming and all this stuff too. I'll probably talk about that in another video because I feel like just talking. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. It was kind of a bit of a yap session this time, but no, I don't do this often. But yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah, no, we gotta do better. We gotta we gotta put an effort in to do better. And I know people like making Roblox content. You know, that's what they're living. That's what they do. But I find it hard to support a platform that is actively squandering creativity and hurting little kids. I feel like I just can't support that. But yeah, that's it. Be sure to like and subscribe. Kind of depressing video today, I know, but it just had to be said, because if no one else is gonna say it, then I might as well. So yeah, we're probably gonna talk about more deep topics in some other videos. I'm gonna start figure posing. I think that'll help me a lot, like in terms of my drawing and artist career. I think figure posing is gonna be a huge help for me later on. But yeah, that's it. See y'all later. See y'all in the next video. Might be a double upload today. I just feel like talking. But yeah, peace.